Hello everyone, my name is Loko and welcome to some more StarCraft 2. Now today it is time to do a little bit of something different. A lot of you have been mentioning in the comments down below that I should really be playing my off races a little bit more, since I've basically been playing Zerg for like, you know, years and years and years and years, and I've never really covered my off races very much of anything. So what I decided to do yesterday is get on a fresh account. This is my barcode account that I haven't played for a very long time. And I did my placement matches, got placed into Platinum League with Terran, and while I don't really know very many build orders at all, I was pretty proud of this game right here. So I'm going up against Sergeant Bagwolf from Team KB. I have no idea who he is, but he was like a rank 2 diamond level player, and in this game I'm actually going for a, you know, 2-base timing attack, and things worked out very well, and this is like the first time that I felt like things sort of clicked. You know what I mean? Like when you first play Zerg as well, and the first time around you hit like 100 supply at like 10 minutes, you're like, damn, I did that really well. And that's sort of what I felt while playing this game right here. And I figured I really do want to share it with you guys, so you can keep up to date with my progress as well while I'm playing some off races. Obviously, I'm not saying, oh my god, I'm never gonna play Zerg again, or I'm never gonna play anything else but Protoss. You know, I'm just, you know, having some fun, having some good times. And I really do want to mix it up a little bit and see how far I can come with the other races. Once upon a time, I have played a very cheesy style of Protoss, and I managed to get up to Master League in 2 entire days. I did get to a pretty high level with Terran as well, but Terran is not really that cheesy unless you're going for like double proxy, like Banshees or something silly like that. But I want to try and play a macro focus style in every single matchup and just learn and see how far I can come. Now the nice thing about Terran is that you can just sort of do the same build in every matchup, or at least like something very similar, and you at the very least like transition towards bio. I do not want to play mech, by the way. I haven't said that yet. I do not want to play mech because I think Terran mech is really boring. Or at least to play, it's like to watch is really boring, but to play it's not really my thing either. I want to learn how to play an aggressive like bio mine or bio siege tank, or, you know, Marine Marauder medevac type style, and go from there. So in this specific game, I'm up against Sergeant Bagwolf. I am going for a Stimpack Combat Shield timing attack. I have made a video about that exact same build. I will leave that as the very first link down below if you are interested in checking that one out. It's a relatively easy build order to execute, and honestly, if executed perfectly, it is actually extremely powerful. You can be transitioning towards a lot of different things, in this game, I managed to do the timing attack quite well. So basically what it's all about, you mess around early on with the gas timings that you have right there. So if you look at the amount of workers I have in the gas, you basically pull them in and out a couple times, and in the end you have like a perfect amount of minerals and a perfect amount of gas to be supporting 3 barracks to go up to the Stimpack attack first, and then the combat shield in the other barracks that we will be creating shortly. So right now, I pulled 2 workers out of the gas geyser to make those extra 2 barracks right now. And my goal for these type of games is to just try and not get supply blocked at all, and to try and do the timing attack to the best of my abilities. Now normally, if you're new to StarCraft 2 and you have issues losing, and you absolutely dislike you losing, I would recommend you do these sort of builds in like a custom game, right? Where you actually go into a custom game while you're practicing right there, because then your losses don't really matter. However, I'm not really one to do that. I do like just jumping straight on the ladder. I don't really care if I'm losing games whatsoever anyway, so it's all good to me. Now I did manage to get a scout off right there. I noticed, okay, my opponent got double gas up, he got the expansion going. I can skip out my bunker right now. So that's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to read my opponents, trying to figure out what Terran, Protoss, and Zerg are doing versus me, and to go from there. Right now I am adding on the second gas geyser, got my natural finished up, and I'm just making sure that I do not flood minerals and that I do not get supply blocked. Now I believe I do get supply blocked for a little bit later on into the game. I think it may actually be the 38 supply mark, something like that, or maybe it's the 44 one, I'm not 100% certain. But basically I'm just trying to play to the best of my abilities. So double tech lab just finished up. I'm going to be starting the Stimpack upgrade first, and then a little bit later I am going to be starting the combat shield upgrade as well. And I'm just going to start producing Marines and Marauders. Obviously, versus Protoss, Marauders are absolutely amazing. And a transition that you can make after this timing attack, by the way, because basically the plan right now is to move out right when these 2 upgrades finish up. But the transition that you can make is to go for double engineering bay and then start, you know, adding on the medevacs as well. Obviously, you do need to do some sort of damage, because if you don't, you're gonna just simply be too far behind with the medevac timing and whatnot. Right now you can actually see me hit that little tiny supply block that I was talking about right there. A little bit of a mistake on my end. I am gonna be forced to use one of the supply drops, which is basically a Terran way of saying, hey, I don't need to focus on my macro very much. I can just, you know, throw down some extra supply. And while you will never see that happen in professional games, it is quite useful for someone who is still learning. So I'm trying to run back in with the Reaper right now, checking what's going on. I see the robotics bay going down, and I know for a fact that my opponent is going Colossus. So this actually triggers me to move out a little earlier. Normally I would wait until my upgrades are done, but right now what I want to do, the plan right here, is to basically force the Photon overcharge, or at the very least see if I can do some damage to, you know, the mothership core, and maybe even pick it off if he mispositioned it. But at the very least, like, force the first Photon overcharge, get all of my reinforcements in there, and then once that Photon overcharge dissipates, I can transition towards a little bit of aggression towards his natural, and maybe even snipe down the Colossus. So that's what I'm looking for right now, is seeing how much damage I can do, trying to move forward right here, trying to get the mothership core, sacrificing a couple of Marines, and forcing the Photon overcharge. So I lost a couple of Marines right there. I don't know exactly how many I lost. I lost 4 Marines, I think, in total. Actually, no, I lost 3 Marines and the 1 Reaper that I heard earlier. So it's looking quite alright already. And I'm just gonna keep producing more and more and more units. In the meantime, I'm also getting the concussive shell upgrade for my Marauders. I'm just trying to macro. And you can see, versus this high diamond level player, I'm actually keeping up really, really well so far in macro. Just doing the same build order over and over and over again definitely does help out with exactly that. So I'm just trying to produce more and more stuff right here, going up to the double engineering bay here as well. And I'm just waiting. I'm just trying to see what is going on right now. How many sentries does he have? He looks to have only 1 sentry. Is that really going to be it? He doesn't have the gases added on quickly enough, I don't think, in a natural. So I'm like, okay, if he has 1 sentry, he's not gonna have very much force fields at all. I should technically be able to snipe down the Colossus as soon as I can, and that's what I'm looking for right now. Moving forward, trying to select my army and make sure that that Colossus starts falling. Sniping down the mothership core early on into the game does allow me to dish out a bunch of damage. Trying to, you know, be smart about the positioning of my units, trying to micro back the units correctly. Stimming forward right now, trying to kill that mothership core before it does have 100 energy. I do want to try and get that right now, Loko. Use the Stimpack. There we go. And the mothership core does end up falling as well. Reinforcing with more and more and more units. Adding on 2 more barracks right now. I'm not 100% certain if I should be adding on Marauders or barracks right now, or like another command center. Either way, I'm gonna be stimming up the ramp right here. Should probably be transitioning towards a starport as well, which is actually what I was going to do with the factory that I ended up making right there. But I just simply have a little bit too much stuff for this relatively high level player to keep up right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on my progress in playing Terran versus Protoss, a matchup that I have played maybe a handful of games on. I don't even know how many. It's really not been that many. But things are going quite well. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you let me know down below by hitting that like button. If you want to see more, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well, so you'll get a notification as soon as I upload another video. And I want to thank you guys all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile. And I will see you in the next one.